The JRPG landscape is undergoing a massive shift, with independent developers leading the charge. Armed with a deep love for the classics and the freedom to break tradition, these creators are delivering some of the most innovative, visually stunning, and emotionally resonant role-playing experiences in years. Here, we are going to see the top new, upcoming, promising indie JRPGs you absolutely need to keep on your radar. We start the list with Echoes of the Stars. What makes this upcoming 2D hand-painted action RPG truly shine is its breathtaking dedication to world building and narrative depth. Based on what we've seen, it promises a grand sci-fi fantasy story that bridges time, space, and the human condition. Players can look forward to exploring an incredibly diverse range of biomes, transitioning from cozy tea shops to brutal blizzard-torn mountain peaks, alongside dual protagonists Rin and Eldrick. The developers are aiming to deliver a fluid, combo-heavy action system designed to make every encounter feel incredibly dynamic. Continuing the franchise's beloved legacy, Dark Deity 3 promises to double down on exactly what fans love most: intensely deep, grid-based tactical combat and wildly expansive branching class promotions. Its standout feature appears to be the rich, character-driven bonding system, where managing the relationships and morale of your unlikely heroes brings massive emotional weight to the story. The studio highlights that this interpersonal dynamic will be just as crucial to surviving brutal wars as strategic positioning on the battlefield. It looks like a masterful evolution of the strategy RPG formula that will give tacticians plenty to look forward to upon release. SacriFire is shaping up to be a visual and auditory feast, masterfully blending retro HD 2D aesthetics with what looks to be a remarkably complex moral narrative. What really sets this title apart in previews is its highly innovative combat engine, which aims to flawlessly merge the thrill of real-time action with the meticulous planning of turn-based strategy. Players can expect to string together elaborate combos against massive enemies, all set to a breathtaking original soundtrack composed by legendary veteran Motoi Sakuraba. It stands as a stunning love letter to classic JRPGs that clearly wants to push the boundaries of modern pixel art rendering.
Influence gameplay.
Calame is an isometric tactical RPG introduces a brilliant reality-altering twist to the genre. In the fascinating world of Westalia, local legends and myths are designed to be literal weapons of mass destruction. Previews indicate that the most intriguing mechanic by far is how the sheer belief in these legends can actively reshape and warp the handcrafted battlefields during turn-based combat. This system is built to force players to cleverly harness divine, world-bending power, dynamically altering the terrain to crush enemies and aid a fragile rebellion. It is a wildly creative approach to grid-based strategy that should make every single battle feel like a mythological clash.
Will mean the difference between a glorious victory and a crushing defeat.
Tactics Wanderer combines nostalgia with deep modern customization that is meticulously crafted by the solo developer at Critical Damage Studio. Pre-release details reveal that the game's crowning achievement will be the staggering variety of its class system, boasting over 40 distinct classes spread across a deeply satisfying 4-tier progression tree. This incredible volume of choice is designed to ensure that tactical decision-making and party composition are endlessly replayable, allowing players to tailor their forces exactly to their playstyle. Paired with the promised innovative skill ring system for custom combos, this passion project looks to offer a deeply mechanically rich experience.
To exist without conflict.
Promising to throw tedious random encounters completely out the window, Alarial's Blessing treats every single fight like a high-stakes, unforgettable mini-boss battle. The showcase combat system looks to be a masterclass in deliberate tactical design, playing out much more like a high-speed game of chess than a traditional RPG. players will need to carefully study intricate enemy attack patterns, manipulate battlefield positioning, and utilize clever environmental hazards to survive in its wonderfully grim fantasy world. It is heavily targeting fans who crave deeply rewarding, highly strategic encounters where every victory feels incredibly earned.
Losing friends. But recently, these visions, I've seen my own day.
Taking the strategy RPG genre out of medieval castles and throwing it straight into the gritty trenches of modern warfare, AXERAS brilliantly replaces swords with combined arms military tactics. Previews show that players won't just move infantry on a simple grid, they will actively call in devastating off-map airstrikes, deploy heavy armored vehicles, and utilize a fascinating capture or kill interrogation system. The ability to recruit incapacitated enemies while navigating the high-stakes realities of permanent character death looks to add incredible tension to every maneuver. It promises to be a fresh, thrilling take on the genre with a massive sense of scale. Steeped in the rich, atmospheric gloom of 1800s Celtic folklore and intricately interwoven with a steampunk twist, Forge of the Fae plunges players into a tense conflict between humanity and the magical realm. The beating heart of the game is set to be its deeply innovative crystal system, a brilliant mechanic designed to let players channel volatile magic to continually upgrade a mechanical fairy companion. This system aims to seamlessly bridge the gap between the game's highly evocative pixel art aesthetic and its weighty, impactful narrative choices. It looks to be a wholly unique world that absolutely begs to be explored upon release. Bringing incredibly heavy science fantasy vibes, RUNA is shaping up to be an absolute dream for fans who love rich social mechanics paired with classic turn-based JRPG combat. Beyond its highly strategic elemental break system, early footage shines a massive spotlight on deep life sim features designed to make the world feel alive. From solving clever environmental puzzles and building a customizable home base to pursuing over 15 different engaging romance options, there's an astounding amount of content promised here. It looks like a vibrant, fully realized world that will give players complete freedom to craft their perfect adventure. Never's End is a turn-based tactical RPG features one of the darkest, most fascinatingly unique mechanics seen in recent previews. Instead of recruiting willing allies, your immortal spirit must possess innocent townsfolk, burning away their souls as living weapons. This incredibly grim premise is being paired with a deeply simulated, highly destructible environment where players can dynamically drain rivers, melt the earth into lava, and manipulate the weather. The developers are aiming for a level of environmental interactivity that means every victory demands a heavy, unforgettable moral sacrifice. It promises to deliver a dark fantasy experience unlike anything else currently on the market. Serving as a gorgeous, heartfelt love letter to the golden eras of gaming, Seed of Nostalgia looks to perfectly capture the exact feeling of playing a classic SNES RPG on a weekend morning. While the aesthetic appears warmly familiar and deeply comforting, the developers promise the game will aggressively stand out by tackling a surprisingly mature, emotionally complex narrative. Players will be tasked with unraveling ancient, world-shattering secrets to save a dying planet, all while being treated to incredibly smooth, highly polished combat animations that aim to elevate the retro formula. It is shaping up to be the perfect blend of nostalgic charm and modern storytelling. Trading familiar wilderness settings for the rain-slicked, neon-lit streets of London in 2002, Cassette Beasts 2002 promises to evolve its phenomenal monster-collecting formula with a wonderfully strange occult twist. The absolute highlight shown so far is the staggering fusion system, where players record beasts on retro cassette tapes and combine them in battle. The studio boasts that you can merge any two of the 250 plus creatures into over 57,000 fully animated, bizarre hybrid forms, making every single encounter a wild, unpredictable experiment. It looks like a brilliantly creative evolution of the genre that guarantees endless replayability upon launch.
Land are under my employment.
In a hilariously, incredibly brilliant subversion of the entire RPG genre, the last hour of an epic to-the-moon RPG boldly skips the traditional 100-hour grind. Instead, the concept revolves around loading a pre-made 999-hour save file and jumping straight into the final dungeon, with a completely maxed-out, ridiculously overpowered party. Previews show players utilizing wildly over-the-top screen-clearing skills like a magical kitty Gatling gun and fast-paced turn-based combat to experience the epic climax of the beloved To the Moon franchise. It is a wildly entertaining idea that aims to deliver all the explosive payoff of a massive JRPG without any of the tedious filler. Rendered in a breathtaking deep 2D hand-painted art style, Lost Hellden looks exactly like a classic high fantasy game box cover miraculously brought to life. Its most captivating draw from early showcases is a highly dynamic weather system designed to actively alter both exploration and the game's phased battle system. This hybrid combat engine aims to perfectly balance real-time action thrills with deep tactical commands, forcing players to constantly adapt their strategy to the shifting, chaotic elements of the world around them. It looks to be a technical and artistic marvel that will push visual boundaries when it finally drops. Set in a vibrant, sprawling, post-apocalyptic world where the remnants of humanity have fled to the skies, Full Circle merges nostalgic PS1-era pixel characters with stunning modern 3D environments. Early footage highlights dramatic, atmospheric lighting that gives the game an entirely unique visual identity that is completely mesmerizing to look at. Underneath these gorgeous visuals, the developers promise a deeply complex, highly tactical combo-based combat system, ensuring every single turn-based battle feels meticulously designed. It looks to be a perfect marriage of old-school aesthetic charm and cutting-edge modern game design. Edge of Memories, a visually stunning, high-octane action RPG, plans to drop players directly into a corrupted world on the brink of extinction, handing them the reins to the very plague that is destroying it. The most exhilarating feature teased is the incredibly intense real-time combat, where characters can let pure rage consume them to transform into an unstoppable berserker. Pre-release materials show characters stringing together spectacular, screen-shaking execution combos while riding a massive feline Nekaroo across breathtaking, sprawling landscapes. It is aiming to be a relentlessly fast-paced, action-packed thrill ride that will keep adrenaline pumping from start to finish. Oozing with an incredible amount of 1990s survival horror charm, Parasite Mutant utilizes a retro semi-fixed camera perspective to build suffocating tension. The game promises to have players carefully exploring a highly atmospheric, mysterious abandoned island city where danger lurks around every single corner. The absolute gameplay standout detailed by the creators is the active time chain combat system, which masterfully aims to blend panic-inducing real-time urgency with methodical turn-based strategy. This hybrid system is designed to force split-second, life-or-death survival decisions against a roster of grotesque monstrosities. For those who absolutely love heavy mecha combat, Ironwing Valiant, Record of Astera, from the developers Team Tiger, aims to deliver it with an unparalleled focus on fully dynamic environmental destruction. Set against a beautifully grim post-World War backdrop, The game is built from the ground up in Unreal Engine 5 to showcase a jaw-dropping scale of mechanized chaos unfolding across devastated battlefields. Players won't just shoot at enemy armaments. The robust physics engine is designed to let them dynamically blast away fortified trench lines, collapse massive concrete bridges, and entirely level ruined military bunkers to carve out a tactical advantage.
Welcome to the end, hero.
Taking the highly coveted top spot on our watch list is Threads of Time, a sweeping, time-traveling epic that feels like the ultimate modernized tribute to the greatest RPGs of the 90s. Powered by Unreal Engine 5, its 2.5D pixel art looks staggeringly beautiful, but the true magic teased by the developers lies in its massive, era-spanning roster of highly unique characters. The game promises the ability to recruit a diverse party ranging from fierce prehistoric warriors to cyber-future hackers, weaving their unique skills together into visually explosive team combos. It looks like a flawless blend of nostalgia and innovation that absolutely cannot be missed when it launches. So that is the video. Which game that catches your eye? Please let me know in the comments below. Thank you for watching, guys, and see you in the next video.